Okay, so anyways, welcome to this Zelda stream on the older maps of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, or Zelda 64. And yeah, basically this is going to be based on the Debug Rom and the new Gigaleak map as well. In which case it is from the Debug Rom one is from a long time ago, but this one, which I'm showing you right now, is from the Gigaleak, which is a beta version of Ganon's Tower, actually. So I would say for you who don't know, some of you might have already seen this. I've even done 2 videos based on this map here, but here we'll be going through a full playthrough of all of these, including the Debug Rom version as well. So let's begin. So right now, this is a very old version from probably stage 2 or even stage 1 of the Gigaleak, in which case Link is also in his old design from stage 1 and 2 as well, sporting that old shield and his old design. So why don't we go forward finally into here. So the enemies have been restored in here too, actually, in which case we got a beta keys here, which of course I got hit first. Dear God, I can't even hit that keys. If it would actually come down. Nothing's killing it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to avoid the keys. Let's just view the statue first. So the statue is one with a tongue statue sticking out. Very unique, very interesting, and has a fire on top too. But yeah, this does look a lot like the stuff we see in screenshots as well. So moving forward, here's a room with a beta Stalfo. We've seen these in old screenshots before. Which, right now, when this was leaked out originally, the Stalfo didn't have any animations, but Z64.me actually put this with the modern Stalfo's AI. So let's right now fight him. Come on. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, Link has this old beta flip he does. I know, I'm dying here. For as many Zelda... There you go, he's dead. Normally I'm a lot better at that, but I guess trying to actually get my audio working last while stressed me out enough to actually do that. So let's look at this room for a moment here. The first thing is this little plaque here. Notice this symbol right here? This is actually from Mario 64's L is Real plaque. It's the exact same text that's actually being used here. Still unreadable too. What is L in this game? I wonder. But yeah, the other things in this room is that there's 3 doors here, as we can see, all with carpets leading up to them. But then there's this. This looks like something that would have been bombable, actually. Alright, so moving forward. And everyone can still hear me, right? I just want to clarify this here. Even if my audio's shitty, everyone can still hear me properly, right? I know, L is real. Also, when I was talking about Link's jump slash here, notice here he does a little spin and down. This is an animation he did. This is actually going to be my next Zelda video of one of Link's cut abilities. And the Debug Rom can be found actually easily. You just got to go on Google and find it. So let's go. So there's one room I didn't go through actually. There was this door which was connected to the entrance. This is exactly the same as the one we just entered through, which had a fire keys as well, if I can actually... There you go, I actually killed this damn keys this time. Alright, maybe this Lens of Truth related, that one missing door there, actually. And good, thank you all for I am able to be heard. Oh, this stuff was here. Nope, we're not fighting him again. I sucked last time. Going through the next door. Okay, so here's something interesting for you all. Notice the stairway here? Oh shit, let's kill this keys first. Okay, whatever, it left. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, notice the stairway here? It's pretty much the beta version of those stairs in Ganon's Tower. And there's that, they've actually been in screenshots before, and people guessed they were actually, but yeah, they were implemented that early actually into the development of the game. Shows how early this tower was being built. But let's go up and go to the next room here. Alright, so what we got here is a beta iron knuckle, which, of course, until we hit him, he's not going to move, but let's get a close-up of him with his nice shiny texture that I love so much. I think they might be using the Metal Mario shiny texture, but golden here. So let's try to fight him, actually, this time. Okay. And of course, just like the Stalfo, he has the Iron Knuckles Final Games animations and AI implemented. Okay, let's try that again here. Okay. Okay, let's do that again there. Iron Knuckles. You know, at one point I could dodge every single attack of every enemy in the game, but now I just haven't played this as much as I used to, that this happens to me. And I guess he lost supposedly a bit of his armor, so he's running around. Yeah, I guess it does kind of look like the castle from Twilight Princess. And Twilight Princess does use a lot of the beta elements, so I'm not surprised, I would say, that it's doing that. There you go, he's dead. Alright, so let's look at this room now. So first off, the first thing one notices is this thing right here. I bet you a treasure chest would have appeared here if you killed the Iron Knuckle. Or something at least. Maybe a switch or something was here you press to open up a door. But yeah, we came through this door. Let's go through the right door first. Oh, and there's this balcony area, which we'll talk about in a moment after this getting through this door. Yeah, I usually jump slash an Iron Knuckle. But yeah, forward slash would probably be good. Oh, great, more keys. I usually use shoot keys, so yeah. But yeah, the combat's different since Link does do a jump slash, actually. Alright. Anyways, let's look at this hallway. It's much like the one I showed you before, but there's a beta screenshot that looks almost exactly like this hallway here, where Link is standing exactly like this, and is actually being seen between all these torches here. This is directly from that magazine screenshot from before. Next door. So, remember the balcony I mentioned? Yeah, here we are. There's a balcony. I think I heard that there's supposed to be a treasure chest up here too, actually. But right now it's not implemented. So, we're jumping back down. Whee! Okay, now here's the way forward. The Forbidden Fortress, another one of Gen's towers, let's say. So, coming up is a beta Wallmaster. Okay, so we gotta fight at spawn now. Wait, beta floor master, not spawn wall master. But I believe in the beta they might have used the same model. There you go. The Twilight Princess had a balcony with the chest too. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, a lot. All right, another wall master. Oh, he went right over me. Come on, let's destroy all these spawns. Oh, frick! I messed up, I messed up. I messed up. Okay, let's... So notice the floor masters in these all look kind of dead, like a dead hand. Like not the character dead hand, the boss dead hand that you faced in the Shadow Temple, but look like dead actual hands. But yeah, right now we are in a outdoor area actually. Ganon's Tower did not have such an area, but I imagine the sky would actually be nighttime, but I guess this was just imported through a tool that lets you bring that. It lets you set a sky of whatever you want. But yeah, let's go to the next door here. Alright, so what we got here is a glow-up area. Oh, and then we're being charged at! Okay. So, I'm gonna so a little disclaimer. Those enemies were not actually beta enemies. Those were actually just modified beta Iron Knuckles took the animations from Moblins, actually, which were done by Z64 to change this up, I guess. But yeah, this is a glow-up area in this weird room. I don't know what the purpose of this is. We could walk into it, it doesn't do anything. I'm guessing this teleported you somewhere. Maybe it was a area something you had to do before these double doors unlocked. Maybe it was a little mini boss room you went through. Who knows? But let's move forward now. Okay, so here we are outside again. I bet you it would have been like dark night sky, maybe a fiery sunset or something at the top of this. And we're at the top here, which there's nothing, of course. However, I did actually look inside of a level editor to see some actors in this area. I noticed there were some in the sky. I won't be surprised if whatever boss it was to be here was going to be in the sky. And I bet you there was going to be, yeah, but there was going to be probably some sort of battle here, I imagine. Also, this is a note by Z64 to whoever leaked the game. Dear leakers, on behalf of the entire Zelda community, thank you. Your gift made our wildest dreams come true. And it did. This really brought up the Zelda cut content community again, thanks to it. But yeah, this is more or less the Zelda 64 Gigaleak leak that we had, actually, which gave us this leak of Ganon's Tower. And yes, I do live with my mother. Thank you for asking, because rent is cheap in the city of... I mean, rent is very expensive in the city of Toronto. But anyways, yes. Yeah, this was what was leaked mainly through the Gigaleak. There were two other maps. Some that were for Zelda, and one that was for the Kokiri Forest. But I don't exactly have access to those because Z64 didn't release that one for the Kokiri Forest, and the one for the Zelda was done by Zell, who also hasn't released it. So we'll move on to the Debug Rom now. So welcome to the Debug Rom. So yeah, the Debug Rom was pretty much also leaked out back in 20... Oh god, when was it even? Like late 2000s, I think it was? Yeah, probably late 2000s is my guess at the moment. Yes, and I'm Canadian, guys, in case you didn't know. One day I'll be doing an Zelda video for those of you who are interested, actually. So yeah, this is the Debug Rom. I've used it multiple times throughout my videos already. And no, you cannot come spend time here. You can come to Canada and tour once the borders open, but no one can come to my place. But yeah, the Debug Rom is basically what it was used by the developers to go through maps and just test out both scenes and how the map runs. As you can see, you go to boss fights even. And he lets you change time of day if you're an adult or a child. You can fight Ganon as a child with this way too. It's pretty amazing. This was released. This was leaked originally in the late 2000s, maybe 2008, 2009. I don't remember so well. I've been in this community since 2003. I've been through a lot of this so far. So there was a lot that were leaked here that were not on the original cart of the game, actually. So we'll be going through each of these ones that were leaked and look through them, actually. So let's start off with this one, the middle Stalfo room, which you'll recognize instantly. Which, first, we gotta... So this was originally in a... So this originally was in a magazine screenshot of the game with a beta version of the Stalfo, but since the Debug Rom was released kind of late, there were no leaks of the beta Stalfo to put here. Yeah, Link is 17 actually, as we see in the game, while young Link is only 10. So that's the canon ages actually. So technically Link isn't actually an adult, he's just under. But yeah, this room is very interesting. It has this very interesting lighting that I love so much here. Which, the only other time I've ever seen is where you see basically this footage of the Link finding the Triforce, and the Triforce light that beams up are pretty much these, I believe at least. So yeah, basically this is what this room is. We can't go further, but there's more to this dungeon, which we do see in the screenshot. It's pretty much a very Stalfo-based dungeon, probably very early too, and it's very different texture from anything we see in the final game. But maybe some of this was influenced Iconic Castle of Majora's Mask here. But yeah, let's go to another portion of the debug ROM here, which I'm trying to access the there you go. Okay, so here's the boss room for that same Stalfo dungeon I was just talking about. Let's fight him as a child this time, actually. Alright, so this is supposedly the boss. We see this in a lot of footage, actually, of the game, where we fight... Oh yeah, by the way, notice how I have this Master Sword and everything equipped? Yeah, it's because I'm cheating here. Because why the hell not? Yeah, the scale might be off. Maybe the models originally for Link were smaller back then, when one thinks about it. Like, let's go up to this door here, for example. And dear God, why is this so damn zoomed in here? Yeah, I mean, yeah, for young Link this isn't bad, but imagine for adult Link, this double door is kind of small. Even for young Link, it's kind of pushing it. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, this is the boss room. Originally, these Stalfos, by the way, were put in afterwards to implement how it kind of is supposed to play. Because originally, there was just a boss exit warp here, which I'll show afterwards, actually, just as a little bonus, maybe, if we have time. There's some kind of... Now, here's the question, and Null is saying, is there the same kind of beta stuff for Majora's Mask? I know it was rushed, so there was less beta stuff, but I'm interested in the beta process. Actually, there's a crap ton of Majora's Mask ones, actually. More concept than what's fine at data, but still some really interesting ones. Like, there was originally going to be 7 days to the cycle of Majora's Mask, for example, which I'll one day plan to get to, actually. Yeah, this is a beta or beta dungeon, rather. I don't know if it was a temple back then. And question, in any of the stages of development, could young Link hold both shield and sword like he can in Majora's Mask, or did the shield always have to be on his back? No, young Link always had only a Kokiri shield he could hold in one hand. He never could hold the full Hylian shield with one hand. Anyways, let's move on to another map in the Gigaleak. I just have to do that weird button combination. Ah, that worked out better. So this one's called Old Test, which we'll go back to Adult Link. I don't remember what some of these are. So this is a Dark Lake test room, basically. So originally, when I was playing this map, I remember a long time ago. Oh God, I can't even lock onto him. Originally, when I was playing this, I thought that this was maybe where you fought Dark Link originally, and it looks like something straight from the Forest Temple, actually. Oh boy. Right, I forgot. You do not Z-target Dark Link to fight him. I miss having the Megaton Hammer out and just doing it. Okay, we're gonna bring up the Megaton Hammer. This is getting tiring. Okay, let's bring up the Megaton Hammer and actually fight him on an unfair level. There you go. Zelda PvP model. It would be good if we had more Zelda PvPs out there, actually, in terms of a actual game. Alright, let's... I forgot how many hits he takes. Like, wow. Come on. There you go. He's dead. Okay, so, as I was saying, this room, yeah, is a test room. There's no doors to actually get out of here. So it's literally just a place to test out Dark Link. It's dark as well, like him, so he hides in the shadow very well once you enter the room, too. And yeah, I have 2 eggs in my inventory. This is a very glitchy save data I'm using, by the way, so if I have weird things in my inventory, understand why. Okay, let's go down to the next map here. And yeah, there you go. Okay, so, whoops, I scrolled all the way back. Okay, I'm just trying to get my foothold here. Okay, so we did Old Test. Let's go to what's called the Proving Area. I know one of these is going to be pretty much an instant kill, so if that's the one, I'm sorry, but well, yeah, I might have to throw on a moon jump code, which is fine. I've done this so many times in these showcases. Alright, let's go on to this Proving Area. Nope, it's just the shooting gallery. I guess it's a beta version of the shooting gallery. What does it even say in this? Alright, just the rules of how to play it. It's really no different from the final shooting gallery. I guess we'll play a little shooting gallery and see if there's a beta thing to it actually here. Maybe it's a little different in design. I don't remember this at all. Actually, I forgot this is actually there. Oh god, I forgot. I suck more than I thought. Okay, I got one at least. I don't think it's that different. I remember the patterns very well, and this was definitely not how it was originally. And this is how it was originally. Okay, we're getting the hang of it here. Too bad. Yeah, this is no different. This looks like it's pretty much the exact same thing, just duplicated for some reason in the back. Alright, we're gonna go to the next debug map, I guess. Come on, there you go. Okay, we're gonna need the moon jump code for this one, and I'll explain why as soon as I start it here. Let me just open up the moon jump code. Okay. The game froze. Oh god, the game froze. Okay, we're gonna have to restart the game. Maybe the moon jump code was too much for it. It sometimes does that. It did it last time too. Let's try that again. Maybe it was also because I was an adult link, because sometimes you need an adult link just for some of these areas. Alright, let's try it again. Oh no, it's not. It's actually the bizarre. How bizarre. I don't think I did this right. I think that this thing's glitching again. And it's because I turned on the code. Let me turn off the moon jump code. And just do a hard reset on this. Okay, man, this freezes a lot. This is just hilarious how much it freezes on me. No child link, no child link. Okay, so yeah, we'll kind of go on to this as adult link. Hopefully it works properly. I know this is not supposed to be the map. Okay, I'm just going to restart the emulator itself, I think. I think the emulator just went glitchy. So give me a moment here. I'm just going to restart the emulator here. Yeah, let's see here. Where is the emulator? Just give me a moment. I'll be back. Okay, we're back now. We're just gonna restarting the debug ROM again because it glitched. I'm not turning on any codes because yeah, the debug ROM seems to not like them at all. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, let's try the depth test. I think it's gonna work properly this time. Let's hope. Okay, I guess this is what it is here. It is this bizarre. How bizarre again. Alright, out of here we go. Alright, so I'm going to show you this thing here. The depth tests, I guess, and the proving area are both just those two things here. So welcome to the beta version of Zelda's the courtyard area. We never would actually have a free roaming camera actually normally for this area. And he never comes back. I love you guys so much. I gotta say this. I have such a great audience. I love you guys all so much. So yeah, this is the beta version of Zelda's Garden. Normally we don't have a 3D camera. Actually, we don't even have this area here, which I'm thinking water would have normally gone through here. But there is this black void to the left, so I'm sure you're never supposed to even see it that far there. But yeah, there's no guards here. This is a beta version of it too. Doesn't look too different realistically, except for the camera, of course, and there's no water shooting on. In fact, there's no water at all. They were just testing it out actually. Yeah, and yeah, we're here as adult Link, by the way. So yes, I think you normally can't do in that final game unless you hack it, which I do enough of it, as you know. Also, yeah, these statues were 2D the whole time. But yeah, there's this one thing at the very end that actually looks very different actually from the final games, which I'm just about to get to. Okay, so look at this here. No, this is Zelda's garden at the end. We can't really go much further. In fact, I'll show you this. This is as okay. This is as far as we can go actually. So Zelda's garden, it's very early here. No windows, and in fact, there's just a giant triangle there for a window, which Zelda normally peeks through to see Ganon actually. And I think this stage is from stage. It could be stage 3 or 4. I'm not sure if the courtyard was built back in stage 3 or not. We don't have any evidence of it. We know Link meets Zelda in stage 3 based on what the Great Deku Tree tells him. But yeah, we can't go much further than that there. Now, that's the interesting thing though. This is an area that looks the same except for that one thing there. Though the 3D camera is interesting because for this area, I do like it a lot, but you can tell it's not built for that just because of the fact that you see the backs of these are not even made. This is definitely built for a fixed camera all along. So let's actually now go to a different map here. There's actually a few I think I skipped here. Yeah, there's a few test rooms actually. And yeah, there's actually a good deal of textures. Everything 116 to 190 we haven't looked at. So let's start this with this one, test room here. Oh, I love this room here. Okay, so this area is literally a test room for treasure chests actually. And I mean a lot of treasure chests are here. Okay, yes, this is literally a room where you could just, where developers probably just used to see what's here. I got the Ocarina of Time despite having it already, as you can see. And the game doesn't glitch when you do grab the same item. Or it does! The game literally froze because I did that. Yeah, we gotta hit the reset button on this again. Yeah, I cannot pick up certain items, I feel. Yeah, let's go back in here as Child Link this time. But yeah, let's try to open up one of these treasure chests right here, for example. What's in here? Let's see. Just a heart container, nothing more. I'm not gonna pick up the Ocarina. That glitched the game like hell. All right. So there's bottles here as well. More heart pieces. A Deku shield. I think that's one of the scales that lets you go underwater. But yeah, as you can see, it's just a lot of different ways developers want to just quickly grab items to test the games through, rather than play the game and get what's here. But let's go through this door. There's a hole over there. Okay, this door doesn't have collision. It's like Z64 made that. Alright, so let's open up one more chest in this room. I'm going to open up one chest in each room just to see what's in here. Every Nintendo Power magazine and every treasure chest. Can he swap shields so he holds two swords? No, you can't. Link has not been designed for that. Not in the slightest. Sorry for the silence for a moment. I was drinking coffee. I did a lot, by the way. Okay, so let's see here. There's something beta related here. I really want to show you guys. I'm trying to find where it is actually. All right. Oh, here it is. Here it is. You guys are gonna freaking love this. It's a beta heart scale. And yes, this is how they look. Super polygonal and everything. I absolutely love the way it looks here. Yeah, man, full 3D and everything too. And yeah, if we collect it, as we should, it acts like an actual heart container. Now we can see it in comparison too of how it looks compared to the final one, which is what it loads here. Yeah, that's one of the beta things that remained here, oddly enough. Even though both do exist in the data, it shows. Okay, next room. Master being one of these chests would be interesting, actually. I haven't actually opened up I don't remember if I opened up every treasure chest before. What kind of coffee are you drinking? Double double? More like 2 milks, 1 sugar. That's usually my go for coffee. A giant wallet. Just trying to see what the most random thing in these treasure chests is. And this one's already pre-opened. I wonder what was in here originally. Next up, we got this room. Man, these rooms just keep going. So this room does have treasure chests in it, but it looks like a room where you would fight normally a like who absorbs your shield. And like the one in the fire temple, it was a room like this, except smaller, and these floor tiles that came flying at you and you had to block them and everything. Yeah, I wonder if this is a test for that. Or maybe something else was here, I don't even know. So there was one other thing I'm going to show you in this area here from at the very beginning. And yes, we're going to keep opening up treasure chests along the way just to see if we find something weird in between these. Okay, let's see. Let's open up this second one here. Okay, it's a key item. That's why it's opening up like this. The adult wallet. Okay. It seems that both wallets were in one room, I guess. I guess that makes sense to test both wallets. Alright, let's go to here. And I'm glad you guys are all enjoying this, despite the hiccups at the beginning of this stream. Here, Tales from Link to the Past. I mean, the game was designed after Link to the Past in many ways, so a lot of things are influenced. So in case some of you were wondering, we came close to the Master Sword. We found the giant knife in here, at least. Not like young Link can use it. Actually, since this is a sword here, let's check one more chest, actually, and see. Okay, just rupees. I feel disappointed. Okay, to the first room where there were, I believe... I would know it was a wallet downgrade from earlier. Yeah, the first room has a hole in the wall. I want to check out what's at the end of it. I don't actually remember. This is basically Zelda Battle Royale. I don't like Battle Royale games that much, but if there was one, this area could have been an amazing one, actually. Alright, by the way, if I'm responding to your answers slightly late, it's because the stream that comes to me is always a little later than it should be. So here's the hole in the wall I was mentioning. I guess this is to test if Link can crawl, which we'll go through. And I don't know if there's anything on the other side even, because I see a void. An absolute void. Okay, we are in the darkness now. Oh, what happened here? Okay, I'm in a... Okay, this room is dark. Like, it's not... Like, this. If this was a non-existent room, I would fall through. But this is just a dark room. And it does have collision, because I bumped into a wall right there. And I don't know how big this room is. Here, whew. So yeah, is this treasure chest here? Because I feel I'm hitting something. Or maybe it's a wall. I don't even know. But yeah, everything's invisible in this room, too. So I think we're done with this test room here. Let's go to the next one here, called Test Map. As Adult Link. Okay, so this is a literal test map. So a little thing for those of you who don't know. Test maps in many games look like this, as in they are made with squares on the floor all over the place to usually measure out everything in comparison to the character you're controlling and everything to each other, like items and other stuff too. But yeah, this is no different. It's in Mario 64, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker has a really good one too, and many other games as well. But yeah, and they're color-coded depending on what's here. For example, we have a slope here, which probably was used to measure how far Link can go up. And as you can see, Link can only go up to the yellow area, and he cannot go well, he goes slightly into the orange, and that's about it. And that kind of shows how far Link can go, actually, to the developers who were actually testing this game. An area for Link to crawl, which I probably have to be young Link to do that one, so I can't actually go through that. This does actually give Mario Kart vibes, you're not kidding. Alright, so... Yeah, we're not going to go to the left because that's just empty space, but... Yeah, we got more things here. I think this must be just a jump test. Show Link just jumping different heights, nothing really much here, as they're all at different platforms. Oh, hey, remember the Ocarina pedestal? Yeah, it's right here too, actually. Huh. I actually forgot it was here. And I'm doing good tonight. Thank you for asking. As if my audience is amazing and they have been helping me with my audio earlier. And yeah, if you're exhausted, yeah, you can always, and you need to sleep, you can always just come back and watch the rerun of this here. So I'm going to come back to this Ocarina pedestal in a moment. But yeah, there's ladders here. Let's just... Okay, it's not letting me climb it. I guess they haven't actually implemented the actual thing for them to let me climb any of these ladders. And there's water here. Let's see if it acts like water or if it does something different. No, just normal water. Alright, so yeah, back to the Ocarina pedestal. This is the last thing this room, I guess, we'll look at. Originally, when you went on an Ocarina pedestal, before you did either the specific lean code or went to it in the actual Debug Rom, it froze the game. Let's see if it does the same. Nope, it works fine. It works perfectly as it should, I guess, except it probably doesn't activate a cutscene or anything right now. Okay, but yeah, no, right, there's a whole other section over here actually we didn't look at. So this is probably just to show shallow water test as well. I know this is a room with this is a test room. Some like it, some don't, but I like to show whatever's beta that I can. I'm actually considering even making a video just on the test rooms, just giving a little bit of detail on these. But what do you guys think? Want a video just on the test rooms themselves? Let me know actually if you guys would like one, because I've been hesitant on making one on those. But yeah, I think that. But yeah, this is probably just one where you platform to get to where you need to. Actually, there's a little hole up there. Actually, can I get to it? I wonder if that's hook shotable. Let's bring out the hook shot and see if I can hook to that. Okay, yeah, this thing works slowly and trying to. Okay, let's see if this works here. Can I hook shot to that? Nope, I can't. This thing is not hook shotable. I'm not sure how to get to that. Alright, we're gonna now leave this map because we're done this map now. Okay, now this one's called Bamboo Test. Okay, so welcome to another test room here, which is it's testing basically scarecrows from what I remember with this room. I am Bonuru, the scarecrow. Musical genius, yada yada yada. Yep. So yeah, it's basically just test the scarecrow and items as well, because I'm afraid this thing's gonna hit me, but it's not. This thing's just standing still. Actually, okay, that thing damages you if you touch that that thing. Yeah, I guess this must have been some trap vase if you actually hit it. Okay, here's a question. Chibi Riku, and most importantly, if not watching such videos, I'm watching not a question, but I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've never seen any show in my entire life. I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, by the way, in case some of you didn't know. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. So anyways, continuing on with this room, yeah, this is definitely a test room. I'm not sure what these different tiles on the floor represent. They're not different footprint steps from what I'm seeing here. So yeah. So but here's something a little interesting I'm going to show you out here. Notice these symbols right here. Okay, there's a difference here actually between some of these sounds. Okay, let's go back here and I want you to listen. I'm not going to talk for just maybe a few seconds so you guys could hear actually. There's a difference in sound actually if you walk along some of these colored tiles. So listen to here. This is more of a generic grass sound, I believe, here. Now, let's walk on the next tile. Yeah, this is more of a floorboard. And we're back to grass sounds. Okay, the color tile don't represent much, it seems. It's actually, I thought they would. Sometimes they do, but this time they're not. Random places change sound, actually, where you walk along them. But alright, I'll make another video on the beta maps. Oh, here's the sound for walking on water. But yeah, this place seems to be testing out footstep sounds, actually. But yeah, do you notice this whole symbol here, these blue parts? If you zoom out, it actually does represent the name of a developer. We're going to turn on the moon jump code temporarily to test that, actually. I'll show you guys. I know I said I wasn't gonna, but it's kind of neat not to see. Alright, let's try to zoom out here so I can show you guys. I think I'm far enough. Let's hope I can see this now. Okay, I'm not. I have to go like all the way to the sky so I can show you the full effect of this here. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. All right, and okay, that was okay. All right, so okay. We kind of can see it. Okay, it says SRD here. SRD is actually the name of the Zelda team that was actually making this originally. It was like Nintendo SRD, Software Research Development, and they coded it right into this map here. A little neat trivia for you guys who didn't know actually about this neat little test room. All right, and Link didn't take damage from that. Interesting. Okay, so next room here, Strong Box Warp. Okay, let's see what's here. And the game froze. Lovely. Okay, it's probably because I ran the moon jump code. Okay. Let's try that again here. Or maybe let's try this as child link. Sometimes stuff works better that way. Or I'm going to have to restart the whole damn ROM again. Okay. Okay, so give me a moment. I'll be back in just a moment in resetting this ROM here. And we're back. Okay, we're back in here. Let's just open up the proper ROM again here. And yes, I'm using Project 64. Whether you like it or not, that's what I use here. Okay. The great silence begins. Not anymore! Okay, hopefully we won't have to actually turn on any thing more here. Okay, so yeah, we're going to try the Strong Box Warp here. Okay, it freezes. Okay, so I have a theory of why it's doing this. This is a modified ROM because it is using a this is a translation ROM just to see what's what. So we're going to actually use an untranslated ROM, which I'm going to open up right now for you guys. Let me just open it up, and I can do it right here, so I'm not actually having to leave you guys this time to do that. Let's see here. Where is it? Okay, so original ROMs, and this should be it. Okay, I think this is the untranslated ROM now. No, it's not. This is not. This was not the correct ROM. Let's open up the proper ROM here. I know this is live, and I actually have to fix mistakes right in front of you guys. Okay, let's officially look for that. Oh, and I think this is it here. Okay, we found the original ROM now. Okay, now let's actually test this out here. Hopefully it works now. Okay, so welcome to a probably beta boss room here. So this beta boss room is believed to be actually what might have been actually used for fighting Ganondorf, because it's very unique first off, and apparently if you hack in Ganon's whole room you fight in, actually including Zelda, the organ, and his entire cutscene, it works perfectly well and fits perfectly well here too. This might have actually been a beta Ganon's room, and apparently even these windows break up at the end when you defeat Ganondorf too, like in the actual game. So yeah, this is. But one thing I like about this room is that it looks a lot like something you find from Majora's Mask. Specifically, when you fight Majora himself in a room like this, it looks a lot like it, but it's still different from that. So it's not the exact same room, but I won't be surprised if it took influence. I also love these things that flow on the floor. It's like the room's alive. Also a question, how long have you been into beta content stuff? I've been into it since 2003, just before the release of Wind Waker. I got the Ocarina of Time Master Quest disc on GameCube, and I got so hooked, and that was my first time playing Ocarina of Time, by the way, that I started looking into it further and found beta stuff, and I got super into it since then. And I was part of a whole community I formed too. That community shut down, but it seems a Zelda cut content community is back again, which is amazing. But yeah, that's how long I've been to it. And it's not just Zelda, but I do a lot of other ones, as you can see if you follow my channel. Yeah, this room kind of does actually look like something that could be in Wind Waker too. If you kind of soften the textures a bit, remove the gradient lighting, make it more cel shaded, it could be straight from Wind Waker, realistically. I like this room a lot. I wish there was more I could do in here, like fight Ganondorf, which had that hack for it. So there's one more room I want to show you guys, in which case, actually technically two more rooms, but remember there was this depth test I was going to show you guys and it kept glitching to the bazaar? Yeah, I'm going to show you the proper one because this is an unhacked ROM here. So let's go to that one. There it is, the depth test. It is still the bazaar. It is actually the bazaar. Ah. Yep, both of these were correct the whole time. Alright, here's what I'm going to show you actually. So remember the Skulltula room? The one where we fought the boss? Yeah, this is what it originally looked like. There was a boss warp right here, actually. And so we can tell this is indeed a boss room. Yeah, defeat that Skulltula, this boss warp appears, actually, to leave, actually. And yeah, I love the lighting in here when it's all dark and this warps here. It looks so damn good. I absolutely love this. So what happens if we go into it? Let's hope the game doesn't freeze or anything. Well, it brought us to the Spirit Temple. This is probably not where it's supposed to take us, but it did here because the warps have changed throughout the beta development stage. And I guess basically that was what we had for these beta stages here. But this is all the stuff that was found on the Debug Rom that I just showed. Along with the Gigaleak that I showed earlier and this beta ROM, this is everything that is actually in the beta Debug Rom and the Gigaleak that I have access to. There's more that I can grab if I maybe want to get stuff that Z64 and Zell have done I could showcase on regarding the betas. Maybe some mods, maybe even some recreations that I want to show off soon as well. But otherwise, here, this is what it was here. I want to thank everyone for participating today on this here, and I will be back next week with a new beta video as well. So everyone, please subscribe and like this video as well. So everyone, thank you for watching.